All right. Imagine being the 11-year-old kid riding around with one of your little friends, and out of nowhere, you get to see his murder. You get to witness his murder. Your first death you ever get to see is your best friend. I mean, how would you think that would impact you? As a young child, what we see go a long way in the world, it can carry on to our future. Um, but that's what's going on in the world now. We got a lot of young kids that are dying and witnessing death at an age where they're supposed to be innocent. But we'll get to all that in a minute. Let me introduce myself. They call me the Lost Poet. I am Marcus Randolph. I am an author, a father, a son. Um, like I said, a poet as well. I also do public speaking. Um, and I'm an advocate for those young men and women that has been incarcerated and that are back in the world trying to readjust to society, which is a hard thing to do. And I can say that because I can speak from personal experience. Um, but that's what I do. Before I continue, make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like, and share. So this is actually my first video I'm doing for YouTube on YouTube, and I just want y'all to get to know who I am, get to know a piece of the Lost Poet. Um, like I said, I currently have 3 books out. My first book is the Chronicles of the Lost Poet, which is that's my son on front. I do all poetry. I'm a poetry person. My second book is called Overload Raw, which is written with my son. You also see my son is he's had a lot influence on the things I do, the words I write. He is my main focus. Um, but anywho, like I was saying, I have been released from prison in 2020 in May. So I've been out a year and a few months. Guess into 10 years at 85%. I end up doing 8.5 for armed robbery. So I go ahead and get that on out there. So, because I know, people going to Google, they're going to see all the good, but they're going to also see the bad things on my life, which is, I'm okay, because as a man and as a person, I can't say it. I regret, doing the crime I did. I knew I was wrong. But me putting myself in that predicament made me the person I am now. I am a better person. I am a better human being. And doing them 8.5 years taught me a lot. One thing it taught me for sure is, yeah, prison ain't for me. I'm good on that. I don't understand how a lot of these young cats can keep going back and forth. I mean, that's not no life to live for no one. So, but that's my focus. That's my focus in this world now. I found, well, I ain't gonna say I knew what my calling was at a young age, but as we do, we try to make our own direction, try to make our own path. And my path has always been to help others, help our younger generations. I want to be able to push them to a direction to where all they can see is success. I mean, we're gonna always have our fears, our up and downs, but our goal should be to improve not only our livelihood but the generation under us. So, and the more I sit back and think, I have to say, even jail and prison is not no good place, but I have to say it's a blessing because I could be dead. It could have been a lot worse. And that's why I try to speak to the young guys. Failure doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means you made a mistake. You tried, but what you gonna do after that? What you gonna do with your life when you get past that failure? Are you gonna keep repeating the same process, or are you gonna try something different? Only a fool to keep bumping his head. But a man will know when his head hurt. It'll take some time to know. try a new routine. You know, and that's my focus now. I want to use my platform to help and encourage others. You know what I mean? Um, and say I'm not no perfect person. By far, I'm nowhere near as perfect. But I also do know nobody is. Perfection is a fairy tale. That's something we'll never achieve. But we can strive for perfection. You know, and that's what most of my videos gonna be about, is pushing encouragement for perseverance. You know, I have a lot of good friends that are currently locked up now, and I talk to them constantly. You know, and I tell them constantly, you know, you can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. That's crazy. Us as human beings, especially, you know, and I don't try to do the race thing too much, but especially as a black culture, we can't keep trying the same thing because we're gonna always fail. We'll never know success if we don't get out of our comfort zone to help give us a chance to succeed. So, but like I said, my third book is also called Hold Me Down to the Chain Break. That was my last poetry book I did. It's on Amazon. Right now, I just got an ebook form. You can find all my books on Amazon or Barnes and Noble. You can also contact me directly either through YouTube or my Facebook page, which is Marcus M. Randolph, the Lost Poet. My Instagram is Mr. Lost Poet. You know, and you can also hit me up on LinkedIn, which is Marcus M. Randolph. Um, I mean, I also sell my books hand to hand. And those that are in Tennessee, you can get my books at the Alex Hayden Museum or pretty much any library. But I'm gonna give you a little bit more about my background, my story. I was born in Mississippi, Realville, Mississippi. You know, I am a Mississippi blood. I don't go back home as much as I need to, but you know, that is my home. I currently stay in Tennessee, but I was raised all around the world. My mother is a special woman. I mean, she put the word great in greatness, you know, and I owe her everything. She raised me and my brother and her sisters. You know, after their mother died, she adopted her sisters and raised them as their own. Um, as a young child, she was married to an Air Force officer, my stepfather. You know, may he rest in peace. Um, he wasn't the best man. He was a great provider, but he wasn't the best man. You know, we all have a shortcomings. But you know, she dealt with a lot through him, and when she finally got away, she was able to find herself, and we moved to Milwaukee, and you know, that's where I started living my life. I started learning out who Marcus Randolph was. I mean, we traveled a lot. I mean, everywhere: Philippines, Hawaii. If you name it, we probably have been there. As a child, didn't hang out with too many people. I started writing when I was 5 years old. Poetry has always been my way of my words, my outlet. I've never been a talkative type person. You know, I mean, I hang and kick with folks, but I'm not a talkative person. I'm quiet, I'm laid back. Poetry has always been my outlet. It has been my way to get my emotions across in the world. So, you know, like I said, anytime y'all have any questions, I mean, you know, my comments are open. I know I'm gonna have some negative feedback, which is cool. I mean, everybody gonna have their opinion of who you are, or who they think you should be, or what you do. I don't pay attention to it, you know me. I appreciate all the comments I have and all the subscribers I might get or might not get. But, you know, you know, my failures will not overshadow my accomplishment. I won't let it. You know, my path do not define me, I define me. So, But most of my poetry are about, me doing my time. I got published while I was locked up in 2014. Matter of fact, my first two books are done while I was locked up. My third one, the one I just finished, Hold Me Down to the Chain Break, I started while I was locked up, but I just finished it while I was home because I didn't want that to be my last impression of prison life. So, so I'm kind of rambling right now. After I actually had everything wrote down what I wanted to say, and I don't know, just always speaking from your heart always resonate with me better. But I just hope once again, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my page. Hit the like button, the share button. I'm gonna read y'all an excerpt from from both of my books. I'm gonna start with my first book right here called The Chronicles of the Lost Poet, The Future. Like I said, that's my little handsome son. He ain't that young no more. I mean, he's 17 now. He think he's full grown. We're gonna have to put the boxing gloves on soon. So, this one here is called We Are Not. This is the one that I first wrote when I was locked up. I dedicated to Trayvon Martin because this is how the world sees us a lot. It's called We Are Not. I am not a statistic. I am not a figment of your imagination. I am not just a number. I am not a gang member. You cannot disown me like I'm not supposed to be here. You cannot ignore me like my voice is hard to hear. You cannot take what rightfully mine, but I will show you the righteous kind. Who are you to judge me because of the way I talk? Disrespect, dishonor, and mistreat me because of the way I walk? Label me a criminal because I wear a hoodie. Shoot a young black man down and the verdict is not guilty. This is supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave. Instead, it's the land of the ignorant and the land of the enslaved. But still, I stand by any means necessary, because my people have survived the death, stress, struggles, and worries. So laugh at me in your life, punch your fingers and make jokes, and try to take my life. I still stand as the man who was emancipated from your lies and your so-called truth. I am proud of my people, and I am in love with what they do. So God bless my fallen brothers and sisters. This is for you, our heritage and our race. For everyone that said we will be erased, we are not statistic. We are not just a number. We are not a figment of your imagination. We are not all gang members, but we are the strength of which we speak. In the struggles and peace, we are the voices of the world, and we will forever be free. That right there is called We Are Not. Like I said, that's one of my deepest poems to me because, in the world, as young black men especially, we are seen as villains and a threat a lot of times to society. I mean, don't get me wrong, we are a threat a lot of times to ourselves and our own race. But a lot of times that's how the world sees us. And that's not who we are. That is not who we are as people. We are intelligent, bright folks. And sometimes our skin color is, I guess they're afraid, which I don't understand myself, But that's one of my deepest ones, And once again, rest in peace to Trayvon Martin. That was a terrible thing. And some things in the world I just didn't understand. I'll never understand how can a grown man kill a child and still get off on it. I mean, but that was that one. I'm gonna read another one from my book called Overload Raw with me and my son. With this is my second book, and I enjoy it a lot. This is my precious baby here. This one here is called Just Listen. If only you could hear my story and open your ears and listen to the dreams that I once had. Dreams that I have now been diluted by the corruption I have let in. The corruption that is now eating away at my blood cells, leaving leaving standing a lifeless body with nothing good inside, nothing but memories. Memories that I would rather forget. Memories of me looking at my best friend while he looks back at me motionless. Motionless from the pain of the bullet that pierced his head. Motionless is what I am from seeing his blood on my shirt. Motionless from the memories I would rather forget. Memories that allow the corruption to dilute my dreams that I once had. But now all I got is a story. If only you would listen. That's called Just Listen. You know, grown man, I actually kind of cried when I wrote that one because I thought about my friend, you know, just seeing him laying beside me dead is like I said, it's a bad thing as a child. You know what I mean? But to actually have his blood on me, that left a lifelong stain in my brain and in my heart, you know. But it's amazing to see and know how many younger brothers and sisters go through that daily. You know, that's something we have to change. That's something we have to get together and we gotta make different because we have other people executing us, but we're also executing ourselves, you know. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I have did my wrong in my community and did wrong against my community. And that's what I'm trying to do now, trying to rebuild that relationship that I destroyed myself in my community. You know, and it's gonna take time, but it's gonna take work. You know, but that's something we all can do. You know, nobody's perfect. We all gonna fall short. And I keep saying it because I want you to understand that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to be human. You know, just don't let that mistake carry on forever. You know, you gotta grow up. You gotta become better. You gotta do better. And to do that, you gotta recognize that sometimes you're gonna fall short. You're gonna fall straight on your ass, and what you're gonna do, sit there, or you're gonna get up. I'm gonna read my last one from my newest book called Hold Me Down Till the Chain Breaks. Like I said, right now it's just available on ebooks. This here is called We Demand Change. Do you fear me because of the power you know I hold within? Or is it because my color is darker than yours? Do you fear me because my truth overshadow your lies? Or is it my physique that make you clutch your purse like you are guarding your lives? We demand change. You call me your niggas, so you must not have any respect for me. Or is it that you can't see the bigger picture, so I'm going to tell you respectfully? You can't take back a word that wasn't ours from the beginning. Walking around with your jaw showing, acting like you winning. We are losing society because we choose to stay the same. How are we going to demand difference in the world when we won't even change? We demand difference. That right there I wrote especially for our community. Because we do say we want change. In our case, we deserve change. But at the same time, the world's not going to take us seriously if we don't take ourselves seriously. You know, now I understand everybody got their own styles. You know, me personally, I don't do the sagging thing. I don't want to see your I don't want to see your draws. I don't want to see my own draws. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know that's a style that don't sell who you are. But still, at the same time, we can't expect people to take us seriously. And we're out here burning down our own neighborhood, shooting up our neighborhoods. We don't even have a decency and respect for life anymore. You know, it used to be a code in the world to where there was no kids and women harmed. Well, no matter what was going on, you didn't harm kids and women. But now there's nobody care. You know, nobody cares who life is gone. Um, you know, that's the sad truth of our reality. We have a lot of brothers and sisters that are locked up now that actually need a lot of support. You know, one thing about prison is I learned that you can't do that without support. It's hard. It's hard to make it through that lifestyle because that's a different lifestyle. That's a beast by itself, and it's hard to make through that lifestyle without the support of your family. But it's even harder to make it out here in this world without the support. Like I said, I did my time, and I did my crime because of my issues. You know, wasn't something I had to do. It's because I lost faith in the man I was. After my back surgery, you know, everything just went downhill, and I went back to the one thing I knew in life. You know, one thing I knew that was guaranteed money, and that was, you know, me being that stick-up kid. Which is somebody I really look. That's dead and gone. Stick-up kid who? Um, but that's what got me my time, and it wasn't because I needed that money. It wasn't because I was looking for a street cred or anything. I did because I lost faith in who I was. I lost faith in the man I was trying to become. But anyway, I'll probably posting more every other week. I'm still trying to get used to this video stuff, so y'all have to forgive me if I sound robotic or like I don't know what I'm doing, because reality, I don't. But like I said, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like button, share. Hit me up on all my my platform. Like I said, Facebook, Instagram. Just type of my name, you're gonna see me. You know me. Go ahead and do your Google search. I mean, I have no secrets. I'm an open book, so you know, anybody that want to connect with me, I also do a lot of public speakings. Anything you need, you know, just, I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, I'll do something for free, but I also have a fee for a lot of things I do that come involve, you know, doing a lot of public speaking. If it's not for a good cause or a charity, you know, but at the same time, you can hit me up on my email, which is mrandolph31@outlook.com. Like I said, just hit one of my inbox. You know, I'm always get back with you. So, but, you know, thank y'all for listening. I hope y'all enjoyed the video or got some knowledge of who I am and what my purpose is for being here. And stay tuned. Nothing but love. Peace.